interesting. What's going on, guys? This is Remy with Level 1 News, and I'm here to give you my take on an interesting device. It is a Smart Phone Gimble. If you don't know what that is, that's like a camera stabilizer, but it's for your smartphone. Now, it is the Snopa M1 3-axis. So here it is. It is interesting. Got one in from the company, and I took a couple of weeks and I pretty much checked out all its features. So when you get the device, it's actually a really compact device. They taught it as like one of the most compact gimbals you can have, since there are a few of them in the market. So this is what it actually looks like. Pretty easy. It's not gonna fit in your pocket like no one really does, but this one is pretty easy to have on you, and it's kind of easy to set up. So you literally just kind of unfold it, and there it is. You would put the phone in here, you'd pull it out, and you'd see like a USB thing to kind of charge it. There's a rechargeable battery in here, and you just kind of sit your phone, turn it on, and it does the rest. So I will do that really quickly. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Pretty awesome, and it actually works really well. It does a bunch of things. So the Snopa M1 has a 3-axis system, and it's an intelligent 3-axis system. I've used like one or two before, just kind of slightly, and this one has a really good feel to it. It kind of does a couple different things. Actual head tracking is, not the actual head tracking, just the lock tracking, where it kind of just stays in position. You see how it's kind of moving up a bit? That's just because I don't have the app open. And to actually adjust it, you kind of just hold it in a position, and it'll just right there, and it'll stay. A lot of the features that you'll find in this that make it exciting or make it sort of work really well is the fact that they have an app for it. So the way the app works is that it has a couple of different features on it. It'll let you do everything from an actual lock tracking, which will just kind of stay in position no matter what you do. It'll do a pan action, which it basically will, like, if you swing it, it'll kind of just go left to right in a slower motion, sort of like the way you saw in the beginning. Up and down, it'll do the same thing. And gives you kind of different options for tracking, which is pretty cool. It has Bluetooth connectivity, which is like a light Bluetooth. It doesn't really try to drain the battery much, but that's sort of how it keeps everything in line with what you're doing. So easy to set up there. And the actual app has modes where you could sort of take the camera or the video, and it'll give you sort of like a panoramic shot if you want, by just click on the button, and it'll kind of go around, take the picture, and then kind of stitch it together, which is really cool. The app also gives different options of like for video makers. The aperture will kind of adjust and change to give you the best image quality that it could for an app, which isn't too bad. So that's actually pretty good right there. A couple of things that I liked about the actual device. It's sleek if you don't see it yourself. Easy black design. Just kind of put it away, take it out, use it, and go about putting it back whenever you want. And it just feels sort of discreet to use, but it actually feels slightly, if not more professional than obviously just using your camera yourself. So pretty good on that note. The app itself is also very easy to use, like the 360 stuff that it has, and the app actually can update firmware. It'll actually update the actual product for bugs or whatever. So as a device will be out in the future, it'll sort of get better over time in what it's going to be able to do. It also has a safety mechanism, so if like you're really like messing with it too much and like it doesn't know what to do, it'll kind of just like go into like a safety standby mode and kind of like disable itself, which then you just have to like kind of recalibrate, and it'll kind of prop itself back up, which is good. The device could also be used on its side to take video or screenshots this way, like the other way. A little hard to kind of get it going, but it's, once you really figure it out, it's not that difficult. So the one thing I didn't like about the device is that it doesn't actually let you use a smartphone case when you're using it. The actual place where you lock it in is just enough to put an actual phone in. it gets a little weird, and since it vibrates on a kind of a motor, it'll shake it off or it'll do something else that's weird. So it's actually meant to just use without a case, which can be a little bit annoying and a little bit like of a safety issue if you don't have really steady hands or good hands to kind of just put a phone on there. The other thing that I don't like about it is that it doesn't have head tracking at the moment. Some other like gimbal and stabilizers are sort of touting the fact that it has a head tracking or that they're coming out with it very soon. So at this point it's going to be who can do it first kind of thing. And hopefully this will have that support in the future, as we've spoken to them and they've said that it should be coming along. So the last thing I don't like about the device itself, you are kind of restricted to the actual app that they have. You can use it without the app and it'll actually go back to the previous sort of mode that you had it, whether it's the pan kind of mode or the lock kind of mode. And then kind of just use your own camera kind of stuff, but you can't change it on the fly. So the actual app itself doesn't let you use some of the higher quality features depending if you have it on your phone. So if you're using something like an iPhone 6 or 7 with 4K kind of video that you can record, it won't actually do it off its own app. It doesn't sort of have that functionality that I've seen. So all in all, I think this is a really, really good gimbal. This works very well, and it's supposed to be one of the most affordable ones that there is. I think it probably is not going to be any higher than like 130, 140 when it's really released. It's, you know, kind of going through its Kickstarter phase and getting the stuff out to people. So you'll see it in really upcoming months as it comes along, but this is one to really take with you. I'm actually really happy with using this because I've used a few others and I feel like this compares very well. They just need sort of the support for the app to catch up with some of the other people that are trying to do things, and it'll work very well. So all in all, I really like the device. I would totally recommend this. It has a few features that I would wish it had more, and it doesn't have like sort of like a removable battery or anything, but you know, it's mostly one of the most affordable ones you can get. So there's that. So if you like the video, comment below, subscribe to our page, check out our next video that we will be doing, and this is Remy with Level 1 signing out.